Hey guys, I hope you're doing well and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to FIFA Manager 2025. We are starting something different today. I've decided I want to do something different. We have been streaming the Arsenal series. I just finished it on Monday. If you didn't watch the stream, you can catch up on it. The stream is still available. If you go to my channel in the live tab, you will find it. And just before we continue, make sure to hit the subscribe button for you to get the latest content, because starting today you will definitely want to get the latest content of this. We are starting a new game, and I have decided that I am founding a new club. I am establishing my own club. We've already done the standard mode where you choose a club and a career to start with. You can play a career if you want, but I think it's just the same as standard mode, but now it is a career where you move teams and you get sacked, and teams become interested in you. You start from down there. But a feature that I found really lovely and would look interesting is to found my own club. Just let's get through with the settings. I know it's quite a process in founding a new club as itself, and I want to bore you guys with much of the details as we go on. So we will be doing a few things as we just move on. So I am not starting with staff. I want to hire my own staff myself. Displaying salary, we are going to lead at weekly, and then display general player level and talent star. I want to leave that one. It's quite good to know the players talents and their general capability. Yeah, so that is just the beginning. The database, we're just using the same database we have been using, but this time around it is reduced transfer budget for the first season, and I don't know whether I will be limited to a transfer budget, being that it is my club that I am founding and creating. I don't really know, but let's just get into the game first and see. Now, in terms of database, I thought about this and I looked to at where can I want to start this club. Yeah, for my very first create a club series, I would love to do it in English football, the league's best, the world's best league, and also the most competitive one across all tiers, from the Premier League down all the way to League Two, the Vanarama National League, and the lower tier leagues. They are all just competitive, difficult to climb through, and very intensely difficult to win games. So we want to get that challenge. We want to really do the challenge. So I am going to go with the English database. That is what we are going to use. And then for the selection of the clubs, I'm going to go from the north, the lowest one that is available in the database of the game. That is the northern, southern, or Isthmian Division 1. So that is where we are just going to begin our league, our career, our everything. Yeah, not it's our club. We are founding a club in England, and we definitely want to do that. No more databases being added, because I don't think I will need that. I'll only be focusing fully on English football. If I need to know anything else, it's only European football, and details about other clubs are not as per me. I'm not that interested in them. So yeah, let us then get on with founding this club and putting in a few details for what we need to get our club running now. Okay, now the most important part of the game is the selection of the town where our team will be, and that will determine the part of this league, or the part of the country where we will be starting our career in, and it will also determine our geographic location and the name of the club. So I have come in prepared. I would have asked you guys this one, but the fan base is still too low. But I have come in prepared, and we are just going to start from somewhere that is very common, a town that has two football teams, but have not managed to bring a lot of competition into the league. So we are establishing our team in Bristol. Yeah, we are establishing our team in Bristol, just south of Wales. So just by the riverside, the Bristol team is found. The two teams in Bristol are Bristol Rovers and Bristol City. Bristol City have actually given a little bit of a challenge to the championship clubs, and they are pushing. They are better than Bristol Rovers when it comes to the Bristol Rovers. I think are in League Two. They're actually not that competitive. So I've decided to bring in a third powerhouse that is going to compete for the glory hands of the city of Bristol. Well, I would have started anywhere on the on the map. I would have gone to London. London has a lot of teams. I would want to be part of that. I would have gone to Manchester, the two great teams in the world. I don't want to debalance that. I would have gone to Newcastle, all the way in Tyne, to just give that Newcastle that push of glory. But I think they're already established teams. So I decided to start it where there has not been much glory. So the people of Bristol, you have to welcome me. I am your new I am the new coach that will bring glory to the city of Bristol, and yeah, push one Bristol team all the way to the Premier League to challenge for some things. Now, club name and all these other details, I have all that in mind, and I already have what we have. And now for our club name, think of that. Yeah, Bristol Ironclads Football Club. That is a really, really immense name. Short name for us, I have decided to put it as a Bristol I, or let me give it a Bristol R. Feels more immense. This is the name that is going to appear on the table, and the name that is going to appear on like short scripts for us. So we are the Bristol R's, and then the Bristol Ironclads Football Club. Though I feel like if I use R, I will be going with the Bristol Rovers kind of thing. If I use cities, Bristol City, uh, let's take it as Bristol R. No one will think that we are actually Bristol Rovers. Now, will we? Will they? You know what? I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to go for us the Bristol. Yeah, I think that summarizes it. Ironclads, nice. Ironclads is the name, so we are going with that. The club name is Bristol Ironclads Football Club. The short name is Ironclads. I want to fill all the details here and then give you guys the running in the reason as to why I've decided to go to Bristol, why I've decided for the name Bristol Ironclads, and why I am going to fill these things into different. So let me fill this stuff so that I can start telling you guys the backstory of our club and our development, where we are headed to as a team. Nice, details filled in, and now time for the introduction. Yeah, Bristol Ironclads Football Club, founded in 2024 by George Kelly and the people of Bristol City. The name Bristol Ironclad comes from the fact that in Bristol there used to be the development of iron ships that were used for war, and those ships were made through iron. So that's where the name Bristol Ironclad comes from. And now the short name abbreviation for the fans chants is the Clads. I wanted to add in the Clads, but it only allows for 4 letters to be filled in. And now term for the fans is the Steelmen. They use steel to forge iron and just to make those ships, those really strong ships that were used during the war periods. I don't know when the war periods were in England. I don't have good English historical knowledge, but the stadium name is the Foundry. Where does the stadium name come from? A foundry is a place where iron is forged into different materials, or is it still is forged into iron, or iron is forged into steel, whatever. Where those things happen, where the heat is, so all the heat is inside the stadium. So when fans or another team comes to our stadium, they melt. So that's where all of the details of the club come from. So if you want more clarification, you can hit me up in the comment section and I will give you that, or if you want to correct me on something, I will give you that. I've placed the catchment area more than 200,000 people but less than 500,000 people, because I don't think Bristol is that big of a city with like up to 1 million people plus. So I've just placed it on 200,000 people. I mean, it's a starting club, so yeah, it's, I don't think Bristol is that big in terms of population, so we might get a good portion of funds from the people that are in and around the club. Now let us go on to create the crest and the kits, and these ones I just want to do them aside and introduce them to you. I think it reduces the time on the video. So I want to create the crest and create the kits and then introduce them to you, and then we will see each other in the stadium portion where we try to analyze how our stadium will look like. Reducing the time on the video is also quite nice. I said I don't want to bore you with the club creation parts. All of you just want to see the club being created, developing and becoming something great in future, don't you? Okay, for the club badge there it is. I've decided to go for a very basic foundation, not overdo it. The wheel you see is a ship's wheel, data describing the ships that they used to build. I tried to look for like a gun, but I just couldn't find one. I think a gun would have represented a really good warship sign. All I did was find numbers and all of these other tools, but I looked for a gun like one, but I didn't find one. So we have to go with the ship, with the wheel for the ship. If I had decided to go for, let's say, this one, I feel like I would have been copying City, considering I want to go with the light blue color. I feel like I would have been going for Manchester City a lot. This boat also, this I don't know what it is, it just doesn't look very warlike. So it was either between this and this, and since I don't want to do to be charged with copyright infringement by Manchester City, a club that even if I were to go to court against, I would never win. I've decided to go with just a basic wheel for, I think this is a steering wheel for a ship. Yeah, and so that's what it look like. I'm going with this basic blue color because I kind of love it. It looks really great on kits. I won't lie, it looks really good. And just for that, you wait until you see the kit designs that we have and tell me if this blue color is not what we want. Okay, kits. That is what you guys have been waiting for. The love you guys are going to show me or the hatred will determine whether I am a good designer or not. Whatever you think about the kits, you are going to tell me in the comment section. What do you think about this home kit? The basic blue that we want, the light blue, just love the light blue color, doesn't it? A very basic home kit. I've gone with a different design on the short. It kind of blends well with the t-shirt, maybe not on the side, but that one is replicated on the other side with just basic blue socks blue all the way down. Yeah, it kind of looks good according to me. I don't know. Is there a clash between the badge color and the kit color too much? Well, I don't know. You guys will tell me what, show me the love or the hatred in that one. Tell me in the comment section what you think about the home kit. What about the away kit? I think this one is my favorite. I think I actually do love that away kit for my first season. The designer who has worked behind that away kit is actually pretty mad. That blue definitely blends in well in the middle there, and then that gray coloring that portion just looks really great. Or should I shift these colors? Let us see what actually looks better. If I make this one that gray and then I make the inner one blue, what actually looks greater on the kit? I think it is the blue, then to the gray, then to the black that actually gives it that kind of groove. Yeah, it actually looks great this way, doesn't it? Well, you guys will tell me what you actually think. You know what? I feel like the initial blend actually looks better than that one. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. This one actually looks better than the one I made right now. So I will take this one. That is our kit made, and that was our badge. Now let us go to the stadium. The stadium, we have a block. We have only 1,800 capacity. We have seats on the main grandstand. We can decide to add seats onto this corner or the behind goal too. We can add seats onto the other corners, but it will cost us cash, and it will definitely take down our money, our money cap. But I want to add a few seats onto this corner and this corner. As you can see, I can maximally invest 4.8 million into increasing the stadium before you start the build. So for this corner, I'm going to go for sitting area 700, that costing 210,000. Then standing area 1,000 to make it 7,000. Yeah, let's make that one a sitting and standing portion. Let's make this one a standing portion. 472,000 is now the maximum cap. I want to use 500,000. If I had 700, it goes all the way to 693. So that is the maximum, the amount that I am going to invest. My new overall capacity is 5,200. I think starting in a low league club with a capacity of 5,200 seems kind of a lot, considering most of them are not going to be sold out. So I'm going to remove those standing areas in that portion, and the standing areas in that portion. Let's add 1,400 seats to this point and this point to make the stadium capacity 3,200. I think that's actually pretty good. Yeah. So extend. Good. Thank you. That is our stadium. And now when I open the stadium editor, we can actually look at how the stadium looks from this portion. As you can see, I have extended, added a few seats here. It actually looks quite funny the way it is hanging over. I feel like the game mechanics could have like just made it a bit idealistical there. It looks bad. It doesn't look funny, it looks bad. I've also added more there, and that is how the stadium looks. That is our starting stadium. That is our environment. A lot of buildings and a lot of vehicles passing by the road. I can actually walk around around the stadium. There's nothing much to see. We can just see everything from the center circle. No need to walk in to the stadium. You can add stands with no stairways, stands with stairways. You can add walls for the VIP. Oh, so those ones are really hard for construction. You have roofs. You can add a pillar. You have floodlights. Do we have floodlights? No, we actually don't. No games can be played here at night. Can I add floodlights? How much are they going to cost? What's the cheapest? We have small roof square, 66,000. Do we see it pop and see how it looks like? Okay. I think I'll make the expansions later on when we actually know what we are doing. Or there are also designs of the stadium that we could have gone for, this one or this one, but I can't seem to click these two. So that is the design of our stadium that we are going to go with. So if we have no floodlights, then no games can be played here at night, unfortunately. We will increase that and then we will see what to do later on in the future. Okay, we have the depth of the leagues. These are the league teams: Premier League, Sky Bet Championship, League One, and League Two. Then we have the Vanarama National, National League, North National League. So this is where the non-league starts. But I think this one you have full-time contracts. Here you have like part-time contracts too. These ones are also part-time or non-contract, and then the lower leagues are just non-contract. So that is the depth that we have. We are in the Isthmian one South Central. Let us not forget about that one. We are in the Isthmian one South Central. That is where our portion is. And now the game actually begins. I feel kind of happy already. I kind of jazzed about what we are going to create in this team. That creation profile, or the way we were creating the team, was actually really beautiful. It looks really great. So we have an offer from a main sponsor, a new sponsor offer. Can we deal with sponsorships right now? I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't for some reason. I don't know. Do I really need to hire like a general manager before I think of doing any sponsors? While I am here, let us now start with hiring some staff. Let us hire them in portions. We have coaching staff. I need just one assistant manager, one youth coach, because believe I have a youth team. Yeah, I have a youth team. Now what I need is one assistant manager, one youth coach, and then a goalkeeper coach. Fitness coach. How much do I have in my club balance? First of all, financially, I have 1 million. Okay. So I will need to know how to use that money wisely. So staff, let us see. Let me hire. Let us first look for an assistant manager, a youth coach, and a goalkeeper coach. Then we see where else to go. You just come to coaching. You look for an assistant manager. I don't know the level of managers that will be capable of joining. I think that one I grade from the level of players that I have. I have players who are 30, 33 rated. Who is my highest rated player? Andre Leash. Andre Leash is right wing or right midfielder, a central right wing or right midfielder, and he is our best player. First of all, let me just edit this and see. I don't think I am going to be using a 3-4-3 diamond midfield wide formation. I think for me to be able to start something, I will do a 4. Yeah, let us do a 4-2-3-1. a 4-2-3-1 defensive midfield while playing with an attacking midfielder and two right midfielders. I think I have a lot of defensive options. In this league, you want to defend a lot. So I'm going to use an attacking midfielder, of which I don't think Bromley really suits that attacking midfield role. 29 as attacking midfielder, 31 as a right midfielder, and all that. Then we have Leach as a right midfielder is pretty good. That's his best position, by the way. And then Welton is as a left midfielder is 30 rated. He's best as an attacking midfielder. So Welton is our attacking midfielder. Bromley. Bromley feels more of me like to me like a substitute to Leach. So if I were to start hiring players, I will start by hiring not hiring, buying players. I will start by getting a left midfielder, a defensive midfield. Thompson is a striker who has been dropped to the defensive midfield. I don't know why that has happened. Do I have another defensive midfielder in the squad? I don't. So I really do need a defensive midfielder to replace Thompson. Then Esperon as a defensive midfielder is also pretty not good. He's well off as a right midfielder. Two defensive midfielder. That's going to be pretty hard for me to look for. And then a centre back at Matala. I want to put my average rating of players at 35. Yeah, 35 the least for the starting 11. So there is a lot to flow through. There is a lot to. So the positions shifted between Thompson and Venosi. So Thompson is like our striker, and then Venosi is like a defensive midfielder. I have a good defensive midfielder. Is Matala also a defensive midfielder? He's a right midfielder, a left back or a right back. Doesn't play center back well. If I shift him with Bar, yeah, they also really slot in well. Bar is more of a center back. He looks kind of good. Then Nesbit as a center back also is okay. And then we have Campoli as he's supposed to be a center back, but he's playing at right back. Nesbit and Campoli. Nesbit can only play center back. Bar can only play center back or defensive midfield. Leach can actually play both these positions, but Campoli, I think I also need a new right back. Do I have? I have Chris Loimasa who can replace Campoli for now, but 29 I feel is also quite low. So wherever there you see 20s and low 30s, those are positions I'm going to be replacing, including my starting goalkeeper. What does my substitute goalkeeper rank? 28. So a new goalkeeper, it is a lot of work in this first episode. It's a lot and a lot of work. But before I get into that, I was just coming to evaluate the levels of my general team rating is 349. I was coming to evaluate the levels of stuff that I need to buy. So one thing I know, I'm not going to get 80 rated stuff. Let's reduce this to 50 and then see if I can manage to buy a player or stuff. And then this one, the least one, to be 40. So Hugo Langton 41. Let's make that offer. Not interested in working for my team. Then we have okay, so I'll have to reduce this. Highest 40, lowest 30. Let me try 38 rated Andy Tepper. Make an offer. Not interested. Then let me try 37 rated Tyson Deans. Not interested. What about 30 rated Alex Kenny? Not interested. So I can't even hire 30 rated coaches. Can Mark Ed want to work for me? Not interested. Okay, so let us then go back down again to 25, and then this one highest 30, because I know 30 rated coaches don't want to work for me. Let us look at 28 rated Callum Keynes. Doesn't want to work for me. 27 rated Patson Brenner. He is ready to work for me. Now, who is the best 27 rated assistant coach? Patson Brenner, training outfield players 31. Then Antonio Boyle 32. Who else is 27? Training outfield players 30. Conor Murray. We also have this guy. Can Jonathan, the 39s? The 39s can't. So I need to go for a good 20. Oh, I have a really good 27 in Sean Jago. 35 for that. So he can work for me. And then we see how we actually do it. So Patson Dago, I want, he says 20 pounds is ridiculous. Let me increase that to 40 is when it is acceptable. 30 it is 40 is acceptable. So season increment, none of that. I will make that off. I will take it. Sean Jago, welcome to the club. So that is the criteria that I'm going to use to sign the rest of the stuff. So let me just sign a few more stuff, and then we see where we pick up from, and there we start looking for players, because that I believe is what we need. So let us sign more stuff. Okay, I have done quite a lot. Staff are hired and players are signed. The last time I was here, I think it was like the 7th, and I've gone like days ahead. Yeah, I've hired a lot of staff. I've already assigned tasks all across, though some of these I see they have just reshifted themselves. I don't know why they have gone to default, but I think I did this one. Handling player training, I wanted the assistant to do that. Objectives, the player, the assistant, then laid out training groups assistant. I'll be the one to move players in between. You know what? I don't even know the strength of my players right now. Let me give that to the assistant. Okay, but our staff are hired. Even the management slash PR part, everyone is given his job. I have my fan coordinator, I have my marketing manager. I don't need a construction managing director and director of football now, but I think I am okay. I have hired a few staff, even though my fan coordinator is like one staff, very, very low. But I hit his fund relationships is 30. I think that is a very high portion for me right now. But my assistant is currently really, really good. So that's what I wanted to do initially. I have my team doctor, I have my marketing manager, I have my fund coordinator and lawyer, couple of stuff here and there. So that is one of the things that I just wanted to do and get out of the way as soon as possible. Once I hired the staff, I went on to scout a couple of players, and this is the short list that I scouted. A couple of the players that I said I wanted a right backs, I wanted defensive midfielders, left midfielders, and a striker, because the ones I had initially were really, really bad. Check them is a really good name, and you also know Thiam from AC Milan. Chithiam is like a very, very good composition of him, a right back. Thiam from AC Milan is like a center back. I just looked at the player. He looks kind of great. He can play like anywhere across a football pitch except striking for some reason. But dude can play anywhere on a football field. I wish that I could have gotten him, but he didn't want to sign for us. Like, he was not interested. He thinks your team is not strong enough for a player of his class. But you can see he was close to listening to your offer. Maybe she'll try again in the future. So I will leave him in my shortlist. I think he is one to go for. He could have been my first foreign signing because all the others are just English. And by the way, I was signing him from Avro, which is a team in the Northern Premier League. Most of these teams are just from the Northern Premier League or the Southern Premier League. Those are the positions I'm getting them from. But from this group of players that I scouted, I have gone ahead and signed a few. You guys will tell me if you guys want to see me signing players or looking for more players. Yeah, because I don't know whether the choices I made are okay. I have signed Jerome Slew from Sheffield. He's my new striker, 40 rated, my highest rated player in the team. The boy is really, really looks like a really cool striker, doesn't he? Jerome Slew from Sheffield, a very, very good player, and also I think he has a season ahead of him. There's something that is going to really, really hold up for us. And then the next one whom I signed was Jack Stockdale from Liversledge, and he is my new defensive midfielder. Very good old man. He's on a really, really huge salary. Some of these guys, they really wanted some cash for me to be able to get them here. He's on £60 basic salary and also appearance fee of £50. So yeah, this guy is really, really digging into my pockets. We also have Kingsley Williams, whom I signed from where is Kingsley Williams from? Wilton Albion, also in the Northern Premier League. He's on £10 basic salary, £20 appearance fee. I think my cheapest, really good signing, my right back. And then Harry Kane, my very own Harry Kane. I love the way his name is not Kane of Kane, Cane, but Kane of Cain. So this one is the one that is Kane. The other one is Kane. So that I don't think there's a difference between them. But anyway, he's on only £20 basic salary. He is not being paid as an appearance fee. I think I'll do that when once I really have some cash. That has really determined my interests financially, because if I come to club information, then financial status, I only have 471,000 left, considering I also went on to do something that I don't know even the reason as to why I did so. I went and invested 112,000. Yeah, 100,000 for the future. I don't know. Investments look great. Yeah, investments look great. Investing it for 1 year, later on, I'll be able to have some cash for me to control the club. If I were able to, I could have invested all the money, but I do need money to pay the players. I do need money for to pay for, let's say, transport if we are going somewhere. I do need money. Yeah, considering I don't have a main sponsor right now. I don't know why I can't access sponsoring, ticketing, and merchandising. I don't know whether that I will be able to access once the season starts. It is still being loaded. I wish I will be able to, but I have also gone ahead and done a lot of things in the calendar. I have arranged a fan club day that is happening tomorrow. I have arranged a friendly against Hendon that is happening to the day after. I've arranged an open day that is where the players meet the fans. Then I have also arranged another friendly against Stockton Town away from home over the weekend. So that's supposed what I wanted to do in the opening of the calendar. The only things that are highlighted for me to do, one is to assign mentors for my youth players, which I still don't know how to do. And then club wise, in some areas they tell me that I have staff that do not meet the criteria of the team. But otherwise, apart from that, everything else is okay. And I think I am okay with the whole thing the way it is. My first team now I think looks really strong. Hurricane is here. We have Slew up front. We have Welton in the middle. Leash is here. Then I have also brought in Stockdale and I've brought in Williams. Those are my new signings. Barnes, Beat, Amoa, these are really good players. If there's any need for me to replace them, I will. I have a squad depth of a lot of players, and now I think my team is ready to start a football season. The squad depth that I have, I feel, is enough to see me through to the end of the season, and the season starts in like a week's time. Yeah, next week, next weekend. We are on the Monday of this week, but next weekend we will be starting the season, and that one will be next episode. So what I just want to do is just go through the friendlies and the fan club day, see how the club team looks like in both of these, just analyzing the potential ability of the team. Then we call this an episode and start the season in the next one. And that will be really, really fun. The season that is coming ahead is going to be really, really fun. So if you think you are going to enjoy this series, just subscribe right now. We'll keep on reminding you to subscribe across videos. Subscribe so that you can get notified. You will miss these things if you don't subscribe. I'm telling you, you will miss them. Yeah. Okay, but now if you think you're going to enjoy, just subscribe. Our fixtures are really, really packed. We have a lot of games. I think we are 22 teams on the table. So we are. I just need to make this on the Northern Premier South Central, I think. Yeah, we are in the Isthmian 1 South Central, and we are a total of 22 teams, yes. So the games are like what, 46. It's just the way the championship games are always being played. We have 46 games, so we have a lot and a lot to work on. So let me go through the friendlies, see the strength of the team, and then we see where we lie as a team. And let us not mistake ourselves and hate what we have done up to this point. Okay, friendlies are done, and now we are here. Just want to analyze, see where the team lacks and see where the team really is strong. Our first friendly against Hendon at home was a 1-0 loss. Hendon are a team in the Isthmian Premier League, so I will take that. They're a really, really strong side. They're a team in the Isthmian Premier. I think this is where we go after, no, like 2 tiers above us. The Isthmian Premier, according to the tiers that I was looking at, is 2 tiers above us. We first go into the Northern Southern Premier League, then we go to the Isthmian, I believe. Yeah, I think that's where we go. So Hendon beat us by only 1 goal to nil at home, and then Stockton Town, who are a tier above us in the Northern Premier League, we beat them by 4 goals to 1. Jack Slew scoring twice and Leach scoring twice. So practically, I will say my team is in a really good position to start a football season, isn't it? Yeah, my team is currently in a really, really good position to start a league season. We are in the Eastern one, Central Isthmian. Yeah, the Isthmian Premier League is like, yeah, 2 tiers above us, because once we are out of the South Isthmian one, Central, and all that, we'll go to the Northern Premier League, one of these three, then the Isthmian Premier, then the whatever. I don't know how we are going to rise. We'll see how the tiers will be rising the more we go. I don't really get English football that much, but I think it's a really good challenge. So beating the by 4 goals to 1 cements us that we are maybe a good side, and we might cause problems to the teams we have in the league. My current overall ability as a team is 383. I think that is not that bad for my position in the league. I don't think that is really bad. We'll see where it picks us up, and that yeah, compared to other teams, how are Ascot United rated? I can't see their ratings at all, but I think that our rating is not that bad. So what I will say is that my team is quite good to start a football season. Our fitness levels are also okay. They are not really done for. They are not really melted all the way to the ground. They are okay. And then this team, I think I can take it to Benfield next week to play a football match. Are we going away or are we at home for that match? Our first game of the week. That's what I want to know. Benfield away, Benfield at home. We are at Benfield at home, then Southall away, Metropolitan Police at home, Bonfields away, and North Villa at home. So it's just about a home away thing. Okay, so I will take that. Bristol Ironclads is formed. Bristol Ironclads has players. Bristol Ironclads has staff, and Bristol Ironclads too has infrastructure that is currently ongoing. Things are being built for me to be able to run the club, digging into my pockets by the way, but I won't mind. We will have money in the future. And Bristol Ironclads now is a football club officially established in Bristol. It just needs fans, and you guys are the fans. So if you think you are a fan for us, and you are okay to be our fan, and you love the club that we are going to make, please just hit me subscribe down below, because fans subscribe, fans don't. Yeah, you subscribe to a package, to a membership. When you are a fan of something, you love it, you put your heart in it. So melt your hearts in this episode, guys. Melt your hearts in this series. Let us subscribe to see the best of Bristol, because I want to grow the club with you guys as my board of directors, telling me what to do, what I may have done wrong, and what I may have gone, where I may have done wrong. I'm just the team owner. I need a board of directors to be able to run this thing, because alone, I think I'm going to get hurt. I will not be able to, yeah, I won't be able to do things. As you can see, the club, I have been at Bristol Lion Class. I'm just the owner of the team. I am not anything more. So I need a board of directors, and you guys are them. So up to next episode, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this one. Hope to see you in the next, and let us give this some love. Peace.